You're pretty good at the game. You can really be trustworthy as a crewmate, and if you happen to be the imposter, can really be great to your advantage. However, just because you're trustworthy doesn't mean you're always right about who is the imposter and who is not. You're a girl. You're a normal player, yet people really like to accuse you of being the imposter for some reason, even if you're not the imposter. You really want people to make racial jokes about you and black. That or you're doing the racial jokes yourself. If you are being accused of imposter, you will often play the race card either out of comedic effect or just really desperate to prove your innocence. You are the most suspicious of the group. Something about the way you go along carries a sinister aura to it, and sometimes someone will often accuse you of being the imposter, but not to the extent that Red is accused. I got my eye on you. You are the worst player in the game. You do not pay attention to the chat and are caught being the imposter due to your own stupidity. And if you happen to be a crewmate, you like to accuse everyone and everything that isn't you of being the imposter. 9 times out of 10, you're a little kid who just found out about the game thanks to a random Let's Player. You are most likely that guy that uses the I am new excuse regardless of what role you are. Speaking of which, anyone who says they are new to the game cannot be trusted. If you actually are a new player to the game, please go into free play mode, learn how to do your task, and learn the layout of the ship, and you'll never be accused of being sus again. Trust me. To be honest, you're probably the most neutral player of the whole crew. Ever rarely are you the imposter. However, you and Purple have a really high death rate out of all your crewmates. And sometimes your color just doesn't get picked for some reason. You're like Green, except you are more popular and less prone to death. You are not even playing the game. You're either treating the game like a dating app, or you're just trolling just to make a shitposty screenshot on Reddit or Twitter. Even when you do play the game, you don't really take the game seriously. You often bandwagon on whoever's being accused of being the imposter, and you often say dumb jokes like, "How do I go into the vents, guys?" or something stupid like that. Ever rarely are you a normal player. But you can take solace knowing you are more mature than Cyan. You're pretty decent at a game just like Black. However, you have a higher death rate than Black and you aren't as trustworthy as Black. Also, if you happen to obtain both the mini crewmate hat and the mini crewmate pet, you will make a lot of dad jokes. You are a really quiet player. Usually you don't speak much. You only speak when you are sure of things. However, you tend to take forever when responding and sometimes your stories may not add up, making you all the more suspicious. For the love of God, please stop picking yellow. Why does everybody pick yellow? yellow is my color. I pick yellow. Everyone else picks yellow for some reason. Please stop picking yellow. Why does everybody pick it?